Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the draw, this is Tomlinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Grayson. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Grayson now. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 1st down. Grayson almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Switch.
Here's Tomlinson. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Grayson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Drop deep, drop deep. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right, tight on the right. Four down. Check. Fresno. Blue draw, perfect. 55, Mike, 55. Here we go. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Get ready. Get it.
On first down, Swift. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hey, watch it. Shit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 50.
To throw is Marino. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ready.
Marino to throw on 3rd. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Under 10. Deuce. Tight dog. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go now. AT Gator. 55. Hey, eat. Hey, exit. Hey, check Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Marino got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll run on first down. Swift. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defense wins championships, baby. Show up. Check safety, check safety.
2nd and 9 now. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Shift, shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first down, it's Sullivan. Joey Bosa in on the stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, echo. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 55. Check. Hey. Now.
Now they'll throw it with Marino. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
At the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
I'm going to run you over. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check the
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Set 50, plant, recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Ship. Kill, 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 kill. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Let's go.
On second down now, Swift. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Okay, ready? Right here, over there, right? 52. Bravo! I'm coming! Hey, Mike 52! Mike 52! I know he ain't got it! 52's the mic, boy! Look at me! Zipper! Screen! Watch the screen! Ready?
On third down, Marino. It's complete to Grant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
90 Wolf. Two right here. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 24. Check 24. Check. Crunch. 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 Under crunch. Roll out. Under crunch. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
I'm coming for you. Mine. Watch the edge.
From the gun, Grayson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Slam, slam, slam. Put it to him, Jet. Put it to him, Jet.
Off play action. Grayson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On third down, Grayson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Grayson. And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 52, Mike 52. Rip left, rip left. 40, check 49. Over, motion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Grayson. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Grayson gets this one to Hill. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Grayson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch this. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Right here.
To throw again, Grayson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Operating from the gun, Grayson trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
53 and here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Sullivan. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 9, check 9. Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 70 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, check 24, check 24, check 31, check 31. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Grayson. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Kill. Hey, switch gears. Pick the edge.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Back to throw. Grayson. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake. Grayson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Set the tone, defense.
Looking to throw. Grayson. And the pressure gets to him again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Grayson. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
At their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
Let's go. Check it out, read. Greystone travel. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check three, check three, check three. Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 18 Gator. On deck, pump. Check. 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 Switch, switch, switch. Look at me. Go, get it.
On first down, it's Sullivan. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
First down, Chargers.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Grayson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Tomlinson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, D. Check it back. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready? Lunch 49. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Marino. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Yeah.
Now Marino. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Shoot. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 50. Rock it.
They'll try the left side. Sullivan. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Grayson. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To throw on 3rd down. Grayson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 4th down, Grayson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
After the interception, here's Marino. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 25-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch QB drop. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Let's go. Yep. 53 to Mike. 53. Check for Mike.
Here's Marino to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Grayson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Grayson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Grayson now. With a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
Off the play fake. Grayson. And Woods has it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
On first and 10, Grayson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Second and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. You go down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,